Mercy Village Church, just a few things in this update, but stay tuned to the end. I want to preview this upcoming sermon for Sunday. But first, I want to talk to you about our youth group expansion meeting. If you've looked around the room lately, you see that our church was already exploding with kids in the elementary school age. Some of them are growing up, of course, and they're entering into middle school. So now we've got a growing population of contingency of middle school students. And God has blessed us with some new families that have been regularly attending our church who have high schoolers. And so we want to be faithful to pastor who God has given us, to disciple who God has given us, to walk with those whom God has brought into our community. And so what we're looking to do on Sunday is host a meeting where, Lord willing, all of our teens, middle schoolers, high schoolers can be there along with their families. And we want to, and we is myself and the leaders of this are one of our deacons, Brandon Hibner, and his wife, Jerica. So they are the ones leading. I'm going to help lead the meeting as well. And we want to talk about our vision for youth ministry at Mercy Village Church. And youth ministry is even I think a cheap term. Youth engagement in the life of Christ, youth engagement in the life of the body of Christ at Mercy Village Church. What does it look like for us to apprentice with Jesus, to walk with him through this life, and to engage in the life of Mercy Village Church? So those things, and so we're going to talk through what that looks like. We're going to talk through it's like an open floor for discussion. It's an invitation to be a part of the build out. It's an invitation to engage as well, which you might think is code word for suckering you into volunteering, but that's not what we want. We want those who have a heart to see young people walk with Jesus, to apprentice with Jesus, who want to engage in that, who feel like they have something to contribute to that, to be at this meeting too, so that we can not only build it from the ground up, I don't know what that means, not build it from the ground up, but those who are called to engage this is like a front door into being able to engage as this happens. So I can't sell it I'm not even selling it. I'm just telling you that it's happening, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see what God's going to do through the next generation at Mercy Village Church. So it's right after the gathering. There's going to be food though, so we want you to register. Please RSVP if you can, through the app, through upcoming events, or I'll include a link below. Please RSVP so we have enough food. It'll probably just be pizza, but we want to have enough of it for everybody to eat. Just some calendar updates. Safe Space, which is Mercy Village Women, is this coming, next week on Tuesday. So that would be the 19th of March. That'll be at 6 p.m. at the Space. All the women of Mercy Village are invited. The topic is grief. D group, chapter 6 or session 6 of our book, Everyday Theology, will be the discussion point on Wednesday, the 20th at 6:30 p.m. So please be there for that. Everyone's welcome, even if you don't have the book. We're going to talk through things, and we'd love to have you there. And our membership class, Church Folks membership class, will be the 24th, which is a week from this Sunday. And it'll be from 3 to 5 p.m. on the 24th. Even if you're not sure you want to be a member, there's no pressure. I think just as many people have taken the class have become members who haven't. Many of them still go to our church. I'm not holding it against anybody, right? It's just, but it's a great way to learn the mission and vision of Mercy Village Church. And so if you're just curious at all, then please register for that so we have enough booklets, handouts to give to everyone on the 24th. And then this Sunday, we continue Matthew chapter 6, verses 5 through 8. Last week's example was an example of giving. This week's example is an example of praying. We would be people of prayer, but people of prayer who aren't looking for the approval of man. Just like we'd be people who are generous, but not generous looking for the approval of others. Instead, our Father who sees in secret will reward us. Jesus repeats that same line. So there'll be some practical teaching about prayer, and then there'll be, as an example, and then there'll be this principle of what does it look like this week. We're going to talk about that emotional need of competence, that we feel this need to be competent at things. And we're going to see how Jesus doesn't demand that we be competent, but when we walk with him and receive his invitation to walk with him, he takes incompetent people like me and he makes us competent, right, in his presence. And it's just a beautiful reality. And so we're going to learn about prayer, and we're going to learn about how God meets that emotional need for competence, and how all of that leads us to actually pray, engage prayer, engage generosity, engage fasting, engage all of our walk with Christ in ways that are healthy and good. So can't wait to share that together as the body of Christ. Love you guys. Looking forward to Sunday.